Hi, I'm Dahlia, freelance editor and aspiring author, and today I'm here to do the Indiecember tag. If you are unfamiliar with the Indiecember tag, it is basically just a book tag to promote Megan Tennant's Indiecember challenge. Throughout the month of December, you are required to read a certain grid rule thing of Indiecember books. So like say it's an indie book with red on the cover or something like that. And if you read it, you can cross it off. This book tag works in a similar fashion. If you haven't seen Megan Tennant's videos or her channel or her presence on social media, they are linked down below. Go and check her out because her videos are like really fantastic quality. She is also the author of a book called Alethea, which is a brilliant zombie-like dystopian novel. And the second book is going to be released sometime in the future. I'm not sure when, but I am so excited for it because Alethea is amazing. So because I'm super terribly late with tags, this was supposed to be in December, let's get into it. Basically, the idea of this tag is there are 24 questions and you have a random number generator in which you choose a number between 1 and 24, and whatever number you get, you read the appropriate question associated with it down below. Once you answer the question, you go on to the next one and so on and so forth, and when you get a full line, like in bingo, then you've won. So you may not have to read 24 questions. All right, the first one is number 3. Star on the Tree. What's a book with a cover so fine you'd duct tape it to the Christmas tree? I absolutely have to go with The Caretaker by Wendy Prassett. She is a really good friend of mine, and this book is super fun and super cute, so it counts. It also counts towards the Indiecember month because she's an indie publisher. I guess she would also, well, she's an indie author, but also she's an indie publisher because she self-published. Anyway, this cover is so cute. Round 2. Number 15, Fruitcake. The thickest, densest book you own. Bonus points if it isn't by George R.R. Martin. Unfortunately, I don't think I own any of the Game of Thrones series. And unfortunately, I do not have all of my books here, so I really am limited with what I can do. I've just moved, so I have like 10 books or so, but I think I'll have to go with The Institute by Stephen King. This book is a monster. Not only has it got this really cool cover, it's also huge, and the writing, guys, the writing is so tiny. I don't even think I can read this without my glasses or direct sunlight. Round 3. 11. Christmas Miracle. What's a book or series that you really didn't like at the beginning, but it turned around and surprised you? That is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I don't have a physical copy of this book. It's on my Kindle, but up until about 25%, I didn't enjoy it. It seemed like it wasn't really structured, and while I liked the writing style and the use of second person, I thought it was a bit clunky. But after 25%, things started piecing together and making sense, and I ended up really enjoying it. Round 5. 19. Ugly Sweater. What's a book that you love that's hidden beneath a cover that you don't love? I really don't like the cover for The Hero with 1,000 Faces. That's why you cannot see the cover. I don't even know where the cover is. I know why it has all the faces making a face, and I think it's quite creative and everything, but I don't like the look of it. It's not very aesthetically pleasing. So I just prefer this cover with this simple title. Round 6. 21. Frosty the Snowman. What's a book with characters that felt so real they basically came to life before you? If you have not seen my latest review on YouTube, you won't have known how much I love the characters from Emily Bourne's debut in A Mirror. Not only did the 2 main characters pretty much come to life and become real people, they still feel like real people, but also the other characters in the series felt real as well. And they're all relatable in their own way. Round 7. Number 9. Artificial Tree. Do you read ebooks? If so, what's your favorite e-reader device? For a very long time, I used my phone to read, with the Kindle app. but the light is too bad. Like it's up hurting my eyes and it's just useless. It doesn't even matter if I've got the blue light filter on or whatever else. It's just I got terrible eyesight. So about 6 months ago, I bought myself just a general Kindle Paperwhite, and it has been the best purchase that I have probably ever made in regards to reading and books. And I read so much more now and have no problems with my eyesight. Round 8. Number 7. Reindeer. Show us a book with a hooved creature in it. Okay, so I might cheat a little here. I can't remember if Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring has a hooved. I can't remember, but I think it does. Someone please tell me in the comments if it does have a hooved creature. And if it doesn't, that was a total cop-out and I apologize. Round 10. Number 17, resolutions. Did you have any reading goals this year? How did you do? In fact, I did. I think this year is the first year that I had a reading goal. I set my total books to 30 and I think I read 32 or 33 all up. So in other words, I totally crushed my goal and I was really surprised that I did. Round 12. Old Ornament, a tattered, beat-up book you can't throw away because memories. I'm really annoyed that I don't have all my books here because I have this really messed up copy of 1984 by George Orwell. It's pretty battered, but it's my favorite cover and I can't bring myself to throw it away. You know what? The book isn't even that old. It's like one of the newer publications, but I've read through it that many times that it looks like it's about 10 years old. But it's beautiful and I will never ever get rid of it. It smells really nice. Round 13. 3 Kings. Show us 3 books with titles containing king, queen, prince, princess, crown, or throne. Unfortunately, I can't show you this one as my books are still in storage, but I have the entire collection of Throne of Glass, and I'm sure that that counts for some of them. Other than that, I can't remember. I haven't seen my books in like a year and a half. Round 14. Number 4. Santa is real. What's a book you loved as a child? I think that the first book that I remember truly adoring and wanting to read over and over again was Carrie by Stephen King. I think I read it in like grade 4, 5 or 6. Anyway, late elementary, and it felt so real. And the book that I had, it was my mum's copy, but it had like little footnotes on the bottom, and it was like, refer to this book or refer to that or stuff like that. And I remember I walked out of my bedroom into the kitchen one day and I said to my mum, is this book real? Because it has like little footnotes. Is it real? Can people have telekinesis? And she was like, no, but it feels real, doesn't it? And she was right, it did. It still does. When I read it to this day, I'm like, oh my gosh, all these nostalgia feelings. I love it. But unfortunately, I don't have my own copy. Round 16. Number 18. Snowball fight. What characters would have the most epic snowball fight? They can be from the same book or different books. I'm going to say Daff, Out of Every Time He Dies by Tara East, and Clara from The Edible Woman by Margaret Atwood. These women are both headstrong, stubborn, feisty, and I think it would be hilarious to watch a snowball fight between those two. Round 18. Number 2. I'll Be Home for Christmas. What's a fictional world you'd love to spend the holidays in, if only in your dreams? I would love to spend my holidays in The Beauty of Elysia from the Elysian Prophecy by Vivian Reese. Even though there's some shady stuff happening in that world, it is beautiful. Everything is so sparkly and fresh and beautiful and lovely. Round 19. Number 13. Lump of Coal. Show us a book with a primarily black cover. This might be slightly cheating. This is Dry as English by Benjamin Dry. Benjamin Dry is the editor-in-chief at Penguin. I believe it's just the entirety of Penguin. I can't remember anyway. But it's a black cover And no, it's not fiction, but it's great for any copy editors out there who want an amusing guide to writing the English language. Round 21. Number 24, Bookish Christmas Tree. How tall is your current TBR? Bonus points if it's an Indiecember TBR. Most of the books I own, I haven't read, so that's frustrating. However, this is going to be a little sneak peek at my my January Boudreaux spread, which a video will be coming soon. The books that I want to read for January is The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. I haven't finished it yet. I'm going to reread Every Time He Dies by Tara East, Skag Boys by Irvin Walsh, reread The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and finally finish Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. That's my little book tracker there. I just colour it in when I'm done. Round 22. Number 6, Let It Snow. Show us a book with snow or ice on the cover. If you can't find one, then a book with a primarily white cover. My goal for this video is to not use the same book twice. So, recently I received an e-arc of Reverend of Silence by Pamela Sparkman, and while it's not primarily white, it's a very pastel pale sort of cover, and it's beautiful. And if you haven't pre-ordered yet, I highly recommend it, or read any of Pamela Sparkman's books. They are beautiful. Round 24. Number 1, Mistletoe. What's a book with a ship you can't help but love? I received an e-arc of Heart and Soul by Erin Kinsella just recently, and it is a book that I rated rather highly because the romances in it are adorable. I not only love the entire book, I love the cover. Erin Kinsella is a wonderful author. She's also a wonderful person, and there are many relationships that I ship in this book. But obviously the most obvious one is Tara and Yoonji, because they are very awkward at first, but they end up being a really good pair. They work each other out really well and they help each other as well. They're just a beautiful couple. Round 30. 22. Gifts. What's a book you were gifted? If you have multiple, give one of your favorites. A couple of years ago, I was fortunate enough to receive A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas for Christmas, and that changed my entire reading likes. Prior to that, I never really read fantasy and didn't enjoy it, so that was a light fantasy read to get me into things like Lord of the Rings and other really cool fantasy stories. Round 36. Finally, I won. Number 5, gift boxes. Gift boxes come in all shapes, sizes and colours. Name a book with a diverse cast. The Saviour's Champion by Jenna Morossi. Jenna prides herself on having a diverse cast in like all of her books, and she does it really well. She does it naturally. They are diverse in ethnicity, in sexuality, in gender, in everything you can imagine. Here I was thinking that tag would never, I would never win it. It would take me ages to do it. But that concludes this video. It was an awesome tag. I actually really enjoyed it. I want to extend this tag to Emily Bourne, to Katie Wilson, to DR Ranger. You will see, I think he's changed his YouTube name. But anyway, he'll be linked below as well. Call him Danny. Thank you for joining me today. If you want to know any more about me or my life or my books or my services, see the description bar below and follow the links to my website or wherever else you can find me. Remember to sign up to my newsletter to receive discounts and great information, hopefully for you, editing tips and writing prompts and so on and so forth. By joining up to my newsletter, you may also receive awesome discounts, especially on your birthday. You receive a 5% discount on all my services because you survived another year and you deserve discounts. I'm sorry that it took me so long to get this tag up, but thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.